curious, Steve, for you, what is your daily practice now? Do you have a morning practice, an evening practice, both? I think these tools can be just the essential piece.
Yeah. So it's crucial, that daily practice, which has evolved. I'll tell you what it is now. It's really something that has evolved in a substantial way over time. Because I grew up in the Catholic Church. I was an altar boy, so I'm praying to some God up in the sky, and he is up there, but she's actually right here. There's a power plant right here, and this is part of it, is really understanding that there's no separation. And quantum physics, of course, is telling us this is true. There's no separation. It's right here. When we go within in that daily practice, we're going right down into the power plant. So what I do with it today is my life and my work is all about just use me. Use me. We're on a troubled planet. We all can see that, right? Lives are troubled. People are very challenged. The world around us is challenged. And I'm just saying, okay, let's get this done. During my lifetime, use me to be a part of this healing, this alchemy that is happening. And specifically what I do is this whole metaphysical thing of mystical traditions and science now, and conversations with God and A Course in Miracles. They all prophesy that a conscious evolution. Barbara Marx Hubbard used to write about this, and that we're growing into Homo Universalis, this oneness, this diversity and unity, that the whole world is coming into healing. So in my daily practice, that's what I'm feeling into. I will not get up until I feel that whole world is already healed. It is already done. It's completed. That where you feel the whole planet is just living inside of this unity and diversity, this oneness, this wholeness, this new spirituality. And then I'll get up. And then I'll do what I'm doing, to just kind of, hopefully we're taking steps in that direction every day. But 2,000 years ago, it was said, it's done unto you as you believe, right? And now we've got the Abraham and so many other people that are out sharing basically the same thing, where what you believe is the thing that is created in the world around you. We're energetic beings, right? It's a spiritual universe. So that's where I go. That's where I feel that I can, where I'm uplifted, where I'm communing with, where I'm seeing the creation, where I'm believing the creation is already complete. And then like now, you'll feel me all amped up because I'll carry that energy throughout my day.
I love it. It is palpable. And it's one of those things that even just being with you now, and I'm sure the transmission as people are listening to you, your vibration actually raises the vibration of whoever you're with or whoever is listening. And, as a psychotherapist, that's been such an important part for me of helping people to heal, and the message of your period healing period matters, period. Because as we heal, then we become, exactly as you're saying, the conduits for more love and healing to come through us, to help raise that vibration, to help bring that to the world.
Yeah, will be used, and there's nothing better. That's the most delicious thing, because we're actually, in my book, I talk about this, but we're designed as part of the one, and science is saying this too. The quantum physicists are saying, now you are actually born as part of the one. It's that decision I made, from my townhouse so many years ago, where they sound like preachers now, scientists. They say, you are, the universe cannot be without you. It is inseparable from who you are, your posture, the way you walk and speak. Boy, you ought to know that, because that's who you are. And where we then put our hand up, and where we said, oh, okay, I lived my little self, which I certainly did growing up, okay, and now it's time for my big self. So my big self is this whole world that's really coming into this beauty, this diversity and unity. That's the dream that I embrace. And where we put our hand up and say, I'm in, as my big self, use me, and we're used, that just feels, there's nothing that feels better than that. I mean, that feels even better than going on a luxurious vacation, and that's pretty nice, going on a luxurious vacation, but it feels even better, where you're just there doing the work, creating classes on podcasts, in your home with your kids, and your partner. That feels even better than a great vacation.
Yeah, I love this. I love that. And I'm curious, so the book being the new universal dream, a new universal dream, what is that? How do you define that, Steve?
So the new universal dream is really just living into what we come to understand through this process, the awareness, education, embody, engage. As we follow that process, as we're journeying ourselves into this whole conscious future, is what we come to understand is, oh my God, it's like as simple as there's a super organism, you could call it an ocean, and we're all waves under the ocean. There's this whole universe and we're all inseparable from it. And what we realize is in the stars and in the earth and in nature, it's all just in beautiful harmony. That's its basis, is peace and harmony and connection and love and things. And so the new universal dream is just saying, instead of walking around in Einstein called it an optical delusion. He said the greatest illusion in the world is the illusion of separation, because at a quantum level, which is where he did his work, you can see everything is deeply interconnected, interrelated, interdependent. In fact, it's one, a universal consciousness animating all of life, of which we're a part. And where we're living into that, that's where all of the magic happens. We have the incredible life. That's what we call in humanities team conscious living, and then it's an inside out job, right? It starts with us. There has to be a personal transformation that begins this. And then it's really just a spilling over effect. Right here, as we're talking, it's just a spilling over effect where we're excited about how it works and we're talking about that and people can feel its energy. The new universal dream is where we've hit this tipping point, and our neighbor, and the person in the grocery store and at school and our relationships where you're dating, you're feeling that energy where it's definitely not transactional. It's not even relational. It's over in like divine presence of you're seeing, the interior of this person, a sacred person, everlasting life, unlimited potential. So we're still seeing the physical beauty as we do today, but the spiritual beauty, the sacred we see as well, which then creates a whole different experience.